a gay man who was sent to a conversion camp by his own family after they threatened to disown him, wrote a memoir about his life that has now been turned into a Hollywood film. Gerard Conley, 33, from Arkansas, was forced to go to Restoration Path, one of America's most notorious conversion camps that specialized in praying the gay away, reaffirming gender identity and roles and saving souls. It pushed him to the brink of suicide and took several years to finally come to terms with his real identity, before meeting his husband and writing his memoir, Boy Erased. He appeared on ITV's This Morning on Tuesday where he said that the camp was like talk therapy, where he was treated as a sex addict alongside pedophiles and those guilty of bestiality. The author explained to presenters Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield that his father, a Baptist pastor, had given him an ultimatum, either go to the camp to cure his homosexuality or risk being cut off from his family with no money for his college education. When a friend, who he said had also raped him as a child, outed him aged 19 in 2004 to his parents, he was enrolled in the Memphis branch of Love in Action, the largest ex-gay therapy organization in the country. My dad took me into his bedroom and told me that there was only two options: go to conversion therapy or you won't see your family and we won't pay for your education, he recalled. Gerard was sent to Restoration Path, which was known as Love in Action until March 2012, an ex-gay Christian ministry founded in 1973 by Frank Worthen, John Evans, and Kent Philpott. Conversion therapy refers to any form of treatment or psychotherapy which aims to reduce or stop same-sex attraction or to suppress a person's gender identity. It is considered unethical, but advocates of the therapy tend to be fundamentalist Christian groups. Techniques used prior to the 1980s in conversion therapy included extreme treatment like lobotomies, chemical castration and hormone therapies. More recently, treatment focuses on counseling, visualization, social skills training, psychotherapy, and spiritual interventions. Currently, conversion therapy is legal in the UK, but medical and government bodies here, as well as in the US, have expressed concern over conversion therapy. Conversion camps include one-to-one therapy and group work where people are told to change their sexual orientation. Restoration Path, known as Love in Action until March 2012, was an ex-gay Christian ministry founded in 1973 by Frank Worthen, John Evans, and Kent Philpott. Gerard Conley, from Arkansas, who wrote memoir Boy Erased, was sent to this camp in an attempt to cure his homosexuality. Less than span class equals mole style small mole style italic greater than source Stonewall less than span greater than. The activist and speaker spoke of his time during his 6-month stay, which he said took him more than a decade to write about after he finished the course. I describe it as talk therapy, it's sort of psychotherapy in a group. They sat you next to a lot of people dealing with different issues. I was sitting next to a man, I was 19, who was dealing with pedophilia, and I was sitting next to another woman who was dealing with bestiality. We were all seen as sexual addicts. They borrowed from Alcoholics Anonymous, they borrowed from everything. After growing up in a deeply religious Arkansas community, Gerard, who now lives in New York with his husband, felt the only option was to attend camp to avoid losing everything he had. Despite being sent away to camp, he explained that he never had any hate for his father or mother, and still has a relationship with them both. He told the site in an interview, "It was extremely important to demonstrate the love I share with my family. I believe this is a key ingredient in why I was able to successfully recover from my therapy sessions." As well as an author, on his site Gerard is listed as an activist and speaker for Penguin Random House Speakers Bureau, traveling across the country lecturing at schools and venues across the country on radical compassion. Gerard's book, Boy Erased, which was released in the US in 2016 and is set for UK release this week, tells his story of his childhood growing up in Arkansas and living with his father, a former car salesperson who became a Baptist minister, and his mother, a homemaker. It has been made into a film which will be out in 2020 starring Lucas Hedges, Nicole Kidman and Russell Crowe. Nicole will play the protagonist's mother, Nancy Conley, while Russell is cast as his father, Marshall. 3 Billboards actor Lucas Hedges takes on the role of Gerard. Gerard revealed that he starred as an extra in the picture and also bagged parts for his husband and mother too.